Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Itty Bitty Story Time. My name is Miss Deanna, and I'm so excited to share some new songs with you today. We have a new book, and of course, as always, a new early literacy tip. So we're just going to jump right in. Doug is ready. And our first song is going to be Hi, Hello, and How Are You? We've gone over this one for the past few weeks, so we are just going to jump in. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? All right. Great little welcome song there. A little bit of pokes. Awesome. Okay, so we have a new song today. It's called Wiggle Waggle Went the Bear. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with some light bouncing, and then we're going to put our hand out when we say one be out, and then one be in. We'll do a little bit of poking, and then one bee bit him on his big bare skin, and we're going to do a tickle. So we'll try this one twice. Wiggle waggle went the bear, catching bees in his underwear. One bee out, one bee in, one bee bit him on his big bare skin. So you can switch up the poking and the tickling. You can just keep tickling the whole time if you want. It is up to you. So we're going to try this one more time. Wiggle waggle went the bear, catching bees in his underwear. One bee out, one bee in, one bee bit him on his big bare skin. So it's just a fun one. I always love tickles. I think it's just really great to evoke a reaction from baby or from your young child, whatever age. Those are always just my favorites. So this is one that you can bring out for a tickle. All right, we have TikTok back. And so I'm not going to go over this one since we've been doing it from week to week, but it's really easy, so you can pick it up pretty quickly. Okay, here we go. Tick, tock, tick, tock. I'm a little cuckoo clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Now I'm striking 1 o'clock. Cuckoo. So you can add in some motions there for I'm a little cuckoo clock, and now I'm striking 1 o'clock. It's entirely up to you. I believe we may have been doing some in the past. You can add tickles, you can do a squeeze, and then at the end for cuckoo, you can do a lift like I did, or you can just do some leaning, whatever works. Like I said, all of these songs can be changed and adapted for any kind of situation, which is what makes them so great. All right, we have a new one. We have a little bit of a horse theme going on this week, but it is called Horsey, Horsey, Don't You Stop. So we're going to start with some bouncing, and then when the tail goes swish, we are going to lean. And when the wheels go round, you can circle on baby's tummy, and then we'll just resume some bouncing. All right, we're gonna try this one twice. So here we go. Horsey, horsey, don't you stop. Just let your feet go clippity clop. Your tail goes swish, and wheels go round. Giddy up, we're homeward bound. So there's a little bit more movement in this song. which is never a bad thing, but it's a little bit fun. I think it flows really nicely. And so we're going to go through this one more time. Horsey, horsey, don't you stop. Just let your feet go clippity clop. Your tail goes swish and wheels go round. Giddy up, we're homeward bound. So it's one of those where if you're already bouncing and trying to do some comforting kinds of movements, this is just some music that you can set to it. So it's definitely one to keep in mind if you just find yourself engaged in bouncing with baby. This might float to mind. So just a really fun one to do for bouncing. All right, we have our scarf song again this week, and it is Rain is Falling Down. So it's the same one that we've been doing. And as always, you can choose your movement. I will be kind of wiggling the scarf in front and then draping for splash. And I will be hiding for sun is peeking out. And then I will be revealing for the peak. Here we go. Rain is falling down, splash. Rain is falling down, splash. Pitter patter, rain is falling down, splash. Here we go. Sun is peeking out, peek. Sun is peeking out, peek. Peeking here, peeking there, sun is peeking out, peek. So just a very simple scarf song. And as always, if baby is grabbing for the scarf, let them have it, let them explore and feel all of the really good stuff there. But it can be really fun just for a little activity between you and baby. And, you know, that includes some props, but it's whatever you have around the house. So, all right, we have come to our new book for the week. It is called Follow the Yarn, A Book of Colors. So this is a great book to keep with you just because it is introducing colors and you can obviously keep this as baby ages. It's really great because the text is big and the colors are mixed with black. So there's a lot of boldness in this book, a lot of images that would fall right in line for what's great for baby. And we are just going to go over colors. So here we go. Follow the Yarn, A Book of Colors by Emily Spare. Red. We have a kitty playing with red yarn. And what sound does a kitty make? Meow. So if there's ever an animal in the book, the best thing to do is to just imitate that animal noise. Yellow. Our kitty's now playing with yellow yarn. Blue. Our kitty's playing with blue yarn. Meow. Meow. Green. Our kitty's playing with green yarn. Green yarn. And see if when you touch the book, baby also gets the urge to touch the pages. That will also help with interacting and your overall interaction with the story. Purple. Kitty's now playing with purple yarn. Orange. Kitty's playing with orange yarn. Wow, look at all this yarn on the page. Pretty cool. Pink. Kitty's playing with pink yarn now. Meow. Meow. Brown. Kitty's playing with brown yarn. Brown. Gray. Kitty's now playing with gray yarn, and we have so many different kinds of yarn colors. And black. Kitty's playing with some black yarn. How fun. And white. Kitty's playing with white yarn. And another great way to end this book for baby, and even if they're older, is you can start identifying all of the colors once more, kind of going back and saying, well, what do we have here? We have orange and red and purple and pink and green and yellow and brown and black and white, all of those great things. So there's always things to point out in stories, especially in books for children, and that's what makes it so great. You can use it for varying ages and have just as great of an experience with it. So this is just for identifying colors. Again, it's Follow the Yarn, A Book of Colors by Emily Spear. So it's a board book, so very sturdy, very perfect for babies. Great Hulk-like grip. So that is our book of the week. All right, so now we have a new song. It is called Horses Are Bouncing. And the really wonderful part of this song is you can replace bouncing with any kind of action. So that means you can say horses are walking, horses are running, horses are jumping. And this song can carry you through all different kinds of ages. So let's say you have an older child as well as a newborn. It's something that your older child can participate in as well. And that's what's also really great about these songs, is they have tons of crossover. So this one is just basically, we're gonna do some bouncing, and at the end we're saying, whoa, and we're just gonna lean back. So we'll try this one twice. Here we go. Horses are bouncing, they're bouncing along, bouncing along, bouncing along. Horses are bouncing, they're bouncing along. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So that's just one example. It's very, as you can see, very much a short song. So we'll try it again. Horses are bouncing, they're bouncing along, bouncing along, bouncing along. Horses are bouncing, they're bouncing along. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And so you can always change up the whoa action. If you would like to do a squeeze instead, you can do whoa, 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 and then make it an extra tight squeeze if you'd like. Not too tight, obviously, but it's just showing that you can really do whatever kind of action. A tickle is always included in that, in the choices. So feel free to explore different kinds of endings. It doesn't have to be the ones that I act out here, which is really exciting. All right, our next song is 1, 2, 3, Babies on My Knee. So what we're going to do is start with some bouncing, and there's going to be a rooster crowing, and away baby goes. And the woo at the end can be a lift, it can be a tilt, a lean back, a tickle. I will probably go with a tickle for the end of this song, but basically, we're going to just stick with some bouncing. If you would like to poke baby's belly when the rooster crows, that's perfectly fine too. We'll try this song twice, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, baby's on my knee, rooster crows, and away baby goes. Woo! So this song also applies to when baby's a little bit older, has a little bit more strength in their backs and can sit up, you can do this song where baby's really on your knee. But for now, this is perfectly fine. So we'll try this one more time. 1, 2, 3, baby's on my knee. Rooster crows and away baby goes. Woo! So it's a very interesting but fun song. And again, any of those movements can be switched up, can be changed at any point. So it's just a fun one. I think it has a catchy tune and incorporates a lot of great movements for body awareness. And it's a good one that we'll be exploring more next week. All right, we have come to our second scarf song. So this one is much shorter than the first, and it's just Rain on the Grass. And all we're doing is you can move the scarf slowly up in the air. You can move the scarf slowly down. It's up to you. I always go slowly up in the air because that is the movement. If you decide to do this song as your baby ages, that is the movement that we're going to be imitating in that time. So it's completely up to you, but this one is very short, so we're just going to do it once. Rain on the grass, rain on the trees, rain on the roof, but not on me. And you can just let the scarf fall at the end, or you can allow baby to grab for it, whichever one baby prefers. But so that's one that we will still be doing as the weeks go by, and we might even go through different variations of the song since it is so short and because it can be performed in many different ways. All right, we have come to Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. So as we know, we can do some bouncing, and then we can crawl up the arm or the tummy for the climbing aboard the rocket ship, and then we're going to do a blast off. All right, so here we go. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. So you can do any kind of blast off you want. The counting is a great aspect to the song and one that will come in handy as baby starts talking and comprehending, more concepts. And so that's really fun too. And yeah, we'll be keeping our zoom, zoom, zoom train going. All right, so we have our goodbye song, and now last week we had I Love You. That is the song, and we are still going to sing that song, except we are going to incorporate a new language. So we are going to be singing some of this in Spanish, which is very exciting. And so it's not going to be the whole song, it's going to be a bilingual song, but it's still really great to get some variety in there. It's still always really great to draw in other languages, especially how exciting for kids songs. I love it. So we are going to sing this variation. Here we go. Yo te amo, yo te amo. All day long I'll sing this little song to you. Yo te amo, yo te amo. Darling, I love you. So it's always great, like I said, to incorporate other languages. Perhaps you can even sing that song. If you know another language, you can sing it in your native language, which is even cooler. So that's just one that I really like to introduce as a little side note there, that we can include things like that. And it's so awesome. So that is one that we will also be exploring as the weeks go on. We have some more variations. All right, we have come to our early literacy tip of the week, and this one is all about sign language. So it's really great to start practicing just a few simple movements for sign language. Right now, baby cannot speak. They don't, baby can't talk right now. And some of the earliest signs of talking is through some sign language. So, for example, as baby gets older, they might start doing this move, which is more, eating. So just some little simple movements that are actually sometimes even in Storytime songs. So you might even get some exposure there to some of them. But it's a really great way to start that communication and to show baby that there are other ways to signal what they want. So that's all I have for you this week. I cannot wait. I'll have some new stories and some new early literacy tips next week. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you then. Bye.